everybody, it's Deb here with Creative Life, and today we're going to be working on a Roladex card swap. So I entered in a Roladex swap or Dex card swap over at I think it's called Roladex Card Addiction, and I had to look up the name because I couldn't remember the name. But so I entered in a swap for that, and then I'm going to be doing another Roladex card for another. It's not a swap; it's more like a challenge. So I'm hoping to get that one done. But I haven't seen, I've seen the finished products, but I've never seen anyone actually make one. I'm sure they have on YouTube. So I've been looking around to see, I've seen people making Roladex boxes and things, but I haven't seen them actually put one together. So I thought I would go ahead and do one. And the name of the theme for the swap that I entered is coffee or tea. And so for my partner, I'm going to make her one coffee and then one for tea. Instead of putting two together, I thought I would just do one of each. And because she likes one of each. And she likes shabby chic. And so I thought, yeah, I could do that, I think. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm a hoarder. And so I save a lot of my like little cards that like flowers or chipboards or things come in packaging. And so I went ahead and cut up this one. I saved this one from Blue Fern Studios, and I went ahead and cut a Roladex card from that. I did measure it. It's 4x4, and then I did a little tab here on the top using my little envelope punch. And then what I did was I don't have the punch to make these little notches. So what I did was I went online and went on Pinterest, and I went ahead and found a template like this. And I went ahead and just printed it out on paper, and then I went ahead and traced it, cut it out, and made my own little notches like that. On a card, so it would be a little bit more sturdy. And then I just went ahead and traced it on here and then cut it out. So so I went ahead and did that. And so I got some things together that I thought I might use for this little Roladex card. Just some items that I had in my stash that I forgot that I had actually bought. And so I thought, you know, I think I need to use these things because it's been, I think I bought this like, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, y'all. So if that tells you how old some of this stuff is, okay? And, you know, as crafters, we buy things all the time and we forget about everything we bought, and we leave it in our bin or wherever we put our stuff, and we forget about it. So I thought I would go ahead and use some of the things that I've actually bought that I don't get to use very often. So like I bought this heartfelt mug, and warms the soul. So coffee warms the soul. So I thought I would go ahead and use this coffee part and put it up here, and then put warms the soul and put it somewhere on here. And then I thought I might go ahead and stamp these little gals having coffee, you know, on here, because I thought that would be super cute. And then go ahead and put like you know, a little mug, and then this like little coffee grinder. So, you know, just a whole bunch of different little things that I thought, you know, and I got some lace out because she likes shabby chic. So I thought I would use that. And then of course, I'm going to pull out some flowers and things, but I'm going to go ahead and just fast forward through all of this. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory, you know, as far as the decorating goes. But like I said, I've never seen anyone actually put one together on YouTube, although like I said, I just kind of vaguely looked around. I didn't look around a whole lot. So anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know what I'm up to. So, and then I will be making another card. So I'll be making one for tea and then one for coffee. So anyway, stay tuned. Okay, I hope you guys like this video. And if you are a new subscriber, thank you for joining my channel. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you guys like this video and find it inspirational. And hope you feel motivated to make one of your own Roladex cards. I went ahead and did my little card here, and I think that's about all I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to add, I'm not going to color the image or anything like that, because I really think it looks cute just like that. And I added a little coffee mug, add coffee warms the soul, and a little bit of the little coffee beans around, and I thought that looked cute. And then I added this little pink flower that I had in my stash, and added some little flowers down here with some lace, because she says she likes kind of shabby chic, and I thought, well, that's kind of shabby chic, vintagey type. And so, and I love how this up here is kind of like a little tab, and it says Cup of Joe on it, so I love that. So anyway, so that's the coffee one. So I'm going to put this aside, and then we'll get started on the tea. And on that one, I am going to use Graphic 45 Botanical tea on that, because I thought that would be like super cute, and I love that. So let me clean up here, and then I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I straightened up my area, and then I went ahead and moved my little card up there. So this is going to be the tea one, and so I just kind of laid out a few items that I thought I might use for my card. And again, my card measures 4x4, and I know, like, you know, some of the papers, like, they're sturdy papers, right? But I think I heard somebody say in one of the videos that they like them a little bit stronger, so that way when you flip them back and forth through your Roladex file, that they don't tear on the bottom. So I thought I might go ahead and double back this one. So but first, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and I want to trace. I'm going to grab my template, and I'm going to trace out my little notches. Okay, so Again, I just found my template on Pinterest, and I just copied it and printed it out on my copy machine. And then I just went ahead and, you know, took a white piece of cardstock and, you know, cut it down to size, and then went ahead and fussy cut out my little notches because I don't have a punch. So there's videos by, I think it's Lola or Lily Palooza, and then there's one by Lori Nunemaker that show you how to actually do this with a regular punch, a circle punch. And but I went ahead and just did it this way because I was already, you know, there and already done it. So so I thought, well, this is easier for me to do it this way. So but you can use a regular circle punch to get your notches if you don't have a hole punch or one of the little what do you call it, punches to make these notches. I did go looking for the punch, but they're kind of expensive. I didn't find any cheaper than 15 bucks, and I was not going to pay $15 or more for a little punch. And so that, you know, of course, that's just me. I mean, you know, if you have the money to spend on, you know, a punch like that, that's, you know, more, and you're gonna do, you know, this all the time, I guess it would be a good deal for you. But for me, I'm not. I'm just gonna do these every once in a while, so that's why I didn't buy the punch. And then a while back, I went ahead and I bought the stamp from the Botanical tea, and I stamped a bunch of the Botanical tea coffee or little teacups on this paper, and then I went ahead and did the spoon too. So I'm just going to back that with like that, okay? And I'm just going to use my my glue, if I can find it. Here it is. So just going to go ahead and use my glue and put this on the back here. And then, of course, I'll be decorating it once I get the glue on here and everything. And then I'll be fast forwarding through that. Okay? If I have anything that I'm adding or need, you know, measurements, I'll go ahead and list that on the bottom part like I do all my other videos. So, whoops, that's okay. The good thing about this glue is that it's very, even though it's really super sticky, you can wipe it off. So, I'm going to wipe that down. And then I'm just going to go ahead and burnish that together. Just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut my little notches on the back side of that. Okay. The other thing I thought about doing was, you know, you could just buy Roladex cards and use those and build them up from there, you know, which I also thought, since they already have the little notches in them, I thought, why not just use those, you know? So, then I'm just going to add some glue down here. Make sure that all my ends are glued together, making sure that it's, I think I need to cut that a little bit more right here. Just like that. I'm going to add some glue right in through there because that looks like that didn't get any glue in it. Okay. Then I just want to make sure I got glue in my little areas down here so those don't come apart. Especially when they're sliding it back and forth in their little file thing. I don't want that to rip. Alrighty. So there we go. So from here on, I will be just fast forwarding, okay? So this stamp I've had for a long time, and I thought this would look super cute. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this I'm going to cut out, I'm going to stamp this, and I'm going to fussy cut out this part. Okay, so I found some more tea stamps, and I have a lot more than what I thought. So this is not mounted. This is the one that had the little bird on it. So I need to mount this, and then I can go ahead and stamp and use it. So I am going to go ahead and do that. And this was the stamp I was talking to you about that I stamped on the back of this with the cup and the spoon. So that one's by Graphic 45. It's an old stamp, really, really old stamp. So anyway, let me go ahead and do this, and then I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I went ahead and mounted my stamp, and then I stamped on it. I'm going to close my door. So, so I went ahead and stamped it, and I kind of like that look of like a faded look. But that probably won't look really good on there because it is a printed paper. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut out these little saucers here and fast forward again. Okay. Okay, so those are my little dishes that I did. I just need to color this one down here a little bit. Just kind of give it some little color here, the ends, and then I will, and then I will be right back, okay? So, again, just kind of giving it some color here. I just kind of want it to give, have some of that shadowy look on there. So, there you go. So, then I'm going to go ahead and stick this right down here like this. I might add some stickles to this, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to go ahead and start decorating now. Okay, so I am finished with this one. I am going to add some little stickles to the teacups because I want it to look like kind of like you know how like China has gold in it, so I thought that might look pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to clip off this part right here. Just give that a little clip off of there and off of there, and any other items that are sticking out. I went ahead and covered up the back of that other one that I had stuck down earlier because I felt like the words kind of needed to be up here more. They wouldn't quite fit down here where I wanted them to be, and then I tried to scoot this over, but it wouldn't scoot over. So I just covered up that other one and then made a new Botanical tea that I wanted it to be on there. And then on the back, I thought of each one, it would be like super cute to put like a little pocket back there and have the tea and the coffee. Like I'm going to stick like a little coffee on this one, and then this one will have a couple of tea bags in it. So I thought that would be like super cute, and I'm going to cover the back of this one as well. So I plan on doing that. So and then for this right here, I'm going to go ahead and put a little ribbon right there. So okay. And I am going to get cleaned up here, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I went ahead and covered my little card here, and then what I want to do is I want to do some like little pockets back here to put the little tea and coffee in. And so I found these like little baggies that I had bought, like I must have bought these like years ago. And that's the neat thing about doing these little cards and like even ATCs is that you can use like all your scraps, you know, things that you have left over that you probably forgot about. And then I had these little cards that came with them, and I thought that these would be really cute to like set beside the little bag. Okay, and then just kind of like jot down, you know, my name and, thank you for doing the swap with me, or whatever you want to do, you know, whatever your swap calls for. And then, so for these little bags, I mean, you know, you could do your own little envelopes if you wanted to make your own little envelope as well. But I thought that for these, I would go ahead and use them. I measured them out, and I think I need them, I'm going to measure them up to 3 inches because I don't want them running into the little holes down here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these to 3 inches. So I'm going to move my little cards out of the way. And I didn't put the stickles on this one yet because I want it to dry. So I don't want it to get smeared. So I'm having of doing that. You guys know me already. That, you know, I measure stuff out and all that, and then I'll start decorating, and then I forget that I have stuff on it and it needs to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and measure this out to 3 here on this one, and then measure the other one at 3. And these are kind of thin, and I don't want to do them together because I don't want them to rip. So this one, I'm going to go and pull this one down. There we go. Okay, so I've measured them both at 3, measured my paper for 3 on this one, so that way that one will be for the tea, and then I need one for the back of this one. So just going to grab some leftover, and this paper that I'm using is actually the Dane collection by Authentique. So I thought, because my partner likes shabby chic, so I thought I would use this one. So, and then I just need to cut it by 2.5. So, and cut both of these by 2.5. Okie dokie. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and cover this one here just like that. And you know, if you want to chalk the edges of your little bags or whatever you're doing, you can do that now. I decided not to do that. So, and then my little bag will open just like this to have my little tea bag in there. So, or coffee bag. And you know how they sell those like little coffee bags individually? You can buy them at the store. So I thought I would grab a couple and then stick behind there. And then I'm just going to stick this right here like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this down here. And of course I'm going to cut it down a little bit. And then I'm just going to jot some things down on it. Or I might just go ahead and put it in here along with this. So maybe she can keep that. Okay, you guys, so this is all. This is what I've done so far. So right now, I did the back of this, and then I went ahead and did the back of this one. And I am going to go ahead and, let's see, I'm going to trim a little bit of this lace from here, I think, this side. And then on this side, there we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some stickles on this, and then I will be back.